Did you know the US once tried to hide hundreds of nuclear missiles beneath the ice of Greenland, and the remains of that secret are still buried there today? It was the 1960s. The Cold War was at its peak, and both America and the Soviet Union were locked in a silent countdown to doomsday. The Pentagon wanted a way to keep nuclear weapons close to Moscow, without the Soviets ever knowing. The answer? A project so ambitious it bordered on insanity. It was called Project Iceworm. Under the cover of a scientific base, US engineers began carving vast tunnels into Greenland's frozen wilderness. The plan was staggering. More than 2,500 miles of hidden passageways stretching under the ice, each one built to house nuclear warheads aimed at the Soviet heartland. But the Arctic is not a static world. Within months, the tunnels began to shift. Walls groaned. Ceilings buckled. Whole sections collapsed. The ice was alive, and it was swallowing the base whole. Unaware they had just signed their death warrant, soldiers continued working in these collapsing halls of ice, sometimes hearing echoes and cracks in the distance, never knowing if the ceiling above them would be the last thing they ever saw. By 1967, the US quietly abandoned Project Iceworm, admitting the ice sheet was too unstable. But they left behind something far more dangerous than collapsing tunnels. Inside those frozen chambers were nuclear waste, toxic chemicals, and possibly even biological experiments, sealed away, forgotten, and left to rot beneath the Arctic snow. For decades, the world never knew. Then, in 1997, declassified documents exposed the truth. And now, as climate change accelerates and Greenland's ice begins to melt, those buried secrets are stirring again. Scientists warn that radioactive waste, once thought locked away forever, could soon leak into the ocean. Locals speak of strange humming carried on the wind. And hunters tell stories of lights flickering beneath the ice, as if the tunnels themselves still breathe. So when you see Greenland's endless white horizon, remember this. Beneath that silence lies a frozen tomb, a relic of mankind's darkest gamble. A place where nuclear fire was buried under snow, waiting for the day the ice finally lets go.